Hello guys, good evening everyone, and once again guys, welcome back to Rio Academy. I hope my voice is clear guys initially. If there are any technical issues, please let us know. Okay. So as you might already be aware guys, we at Rio Academy have already started up the classes on YouTube for all those aspirants who are preparing for the PGCET examination, for the upcoming examination 2024. Okay, so previous videos I have uploaded one video. Check that video guys. I have discussed the syllabus with respect to the mathematics, that is MCA. PGCET for MBA and MCA in both the fields, training will be provided, coaching will be provided here at the platform of Rio Academy. So I will be conducting mathematics part for MCA students. MBA students, the quantitative part will be conducted by one of the other educator, Giridhar sir. You must be well aware with him. So for MBA students, quantitative part and of course the logical reasoning part will be conducted by him. Nonetheless, today we are here in order to deal up with a topic guys belonging to the mathematics part for MCA students. Initially, those who are watching me for the first time on YouTube, do subscribe to our channel guys. Channel ge subscribe madkoli. Share the link with all your friends so that they will be able to join up the classes. Okay. So before I begin up with today's class guys, see, number among you might be new. First time ellaru ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬಹುದು. To many among you guys, let me inform you something about myself. See, I am a mechanical engineer by profession. So I am an educator by passion. Teaching field was an interesting task, so I have entered into this field. So it's been about 6 years now. I have been related with the competitive field, not only with the PGCET but for the Public Service Commission exams, banking examinations, CA, PGCET and many of the other examinations. So this experience we are going to help you out in order to guide you. Nimmellaranu guide madlikke anta heli at Rio Academy we are conducting the classes for all those aspirants who are preparing for the PGCET examination. So last month examination in agide, nimma rank marks basis mele results November beginning week alli announce agabodu. The results are not yet out guys, but within the first week of November the results might be available. Nonetheless, so ಈಗ upcoming examination, that is for 2024 upcoming batch ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. So we will be conducting classes on an online basis. Rio Academy app guys, you have to download that app from Google Play Store. Of course the link has been mentioned in description. Join our Telegram channel, join the WhatsApp group where all the aspirants are present who are preparing for the PGCET. And now about the coaching guys, coaching Kannada matte English ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ನಾವು provide ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. Okay, today guys we are going to be dealing up with a new topic called equation. Okay, equation ಏನು ಒಂದು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನಿಮಗೆ already ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, but nonetheless we will be focusing on the basics. And if you have any further doubts, any modifications, so please let us know in the comment section. I'd like to add in guys, Lakshmi Gopal sir, English dag heli. Okay, so Lakshmi will speak out in English. So one of the student had commented me, so I was really happy to know that. He said that sir, you make trigonometry very complicated, just try to teach it in an easy format. Okay, definitely will consider that into mind. But trigonometry and coordinate geometry, it is some part of an concept based topic guys. So you have to understand the concepts, because in examination once you look at the questions, say this year, that is the past month, the question paper was very easy with respect to trigonometry and coordinate geometry. Of course if you have your preparations well, every time the paper is going to be easy, but nonetheless when it comes to trigonometry and coordinate geometry guys, I think it is very important that you understand the ideas that are present there. Okay, but once again thank you for that wonderful comment. We will definitely be trying to furthermore ease up the syllabus. Okay now, so now guys, coming back to our topic that we are here to discuss today. See, equations. See, what basically do we mean by equations? See, equation basically is a term that is derived from a common term known to be equal. Okay, equal to or equals anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Suppose for example, if I say 2 plus of 1 is equal to 3, and I can also write 3 is equal to 3. Okay, this is a very basic part, each and every student knows this. So whenever in a statement, if an equal to is present, then such a situation or such a form is known to be an equation. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಬಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು we can also say 4 plus of 1 is equal to 5, or we can also say 9 minus of 4 is equal to 5. Okay, this is known to be the LHS, left hand side, and this is known to be the RHS. So now what do you mean by simple equations? See, simple equations means basically equations, why do we use it? Equations ಓದುವುದು ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, let me give you an example guys. Whenever the values are on an unknown basis, we don't know anything, and in such cases we have to identify the fact. Okay, we don't know anything, we have to just realize what the facts are. In those cases equations can be a well defined way. For an example, if I want to suggest, see, totally there are 100 people. Okay, in a classroom there are totally 100 people. So the number of boys and number of girls, they may be present. Okay, so now what are we saying is, suppose we have x number of students, and then there is another group which is twice of this first group. ಎರಡು group ಇವೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ. First group has x number of students which is unknown, then there is second group which has the number of students double of that of the first group, and on adding both these number of students, the total will give up to be 100. Okay, so it means what? Number of students in group 1 and number of students in group 2, which already has been mentioned, double of which are present in the first group. So x plus of 2x will be equal to 100. So this is an equation because it already has an equal to here. And the use here is that guys, using these equations we can very easily identify the unknown variables. X is unknown here, so just on the basis of this data we can identify x. X is equal to 100 upon 3, and then in turn we can calculate the value of 2x. Okay, so these are known to be the simple equations. Whenever the variables are two variables, whenever there are two different variables present, for example x and y. Okay, these are the two variables. X is an unknown variable, y is an unknown variable. On adding this, you'll be getting some value. X plus of y is equal to 5. So this is a very simple format here, hence it is known to be a simple equation. Of course the variables are two, ಎರಡು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇವೆ, ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಗೈಸ್, ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಪವರ್ that these variables have, these define the number of roots. Okay, roots means answer guys. The value of x can be anything, it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 10, or it can be anything, and the value of y, it can also be anything here. So what I mean to say is, whenever the power is 1, any unknown variable has the power to be 1, it means that this has only one value. Okay, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅರ್ಥ. When the power of y is 1, it means y also has only one value. Okay, so these equations are known to be simple and linear equations. Linear equations anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. On the basis of the power here, the equations are basically divided. This is the first, the power is 1, hence it is a linear equation. If the power is 2, it is also known to be degree. Degree ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿನೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ 2 ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ 3 ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್. Okay, so this is all about the simple equation format. Now we are going to look up into what the next part is. Okay, simultaneous linear equation. Simultaneous, see, as the name suggests guys, simultaneous means similar. Okay, suppose if I take in a plus of b is equal to 2, and then a minus of b is equal to 3. These are two different equations. The power here, the degree maximum value is 1, hence they are linear equations. Okay, this is a linear equation, this is also a linear equation. They are both similar to each other. How they are similar? On the basis of power. Powers ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಇವೆ. ಆ powers basis ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, which is also known to be the degree of the equation. If the powers or the degrees are same, then such equations are known to be simultaneous equation. Degree same ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ simultaneous equation ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? And you already know the method to solve the linear equations, simultaneous method. You are just going to add them up. Add up ಮಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ subtract ಮಾಡಿ simplification ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು obtain ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. Correct? This is the basic part. And now the important part that you have with respect to your examination. Quadratic equation. Okay? So what do you mean by quadratic equation? I hope you already know this, guys. Ax square plus of bx plus of c is equals to 0. This is known to be a quadratic equation. It is an equation because equals is already present. Equal to ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ equation ಆಯಿತು. Quadratic ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, here guys, the unknown variable, okay, unknown variable is what? X. A, B and C, these are known to be coefficient and a constant. Coefficient means any variable which is associated. ಯಾವುದೇ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಜೊತೆಯಾಗಿ ಬಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೋಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಕೋಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಸಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್, ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಲೀವ್ಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ ನಾ? And now here A, B and C, these are standard values which have already been fixed. So we are not going to change that. Anyway, we are going to take up the same terms A, B and C. Nonetheless, quadratic equations, here unknown variable is x and the maximum power here, maximum degree is 2. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು equation ಅಲ್ಲಿ unknown variable ಇನ degree ಅಥವಾ power 2 ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು equation ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು quadratic equation ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, any equation which has the maximum degree to be 2 is known to be an quadratic equation. So quadra or quad means 4. There are totally 4 different alphabets here. Okay, A, B, C and X. Okay, logically variables, there are basically 4 variables. X is a standard variable. A, it can be anything. B nu enu agi irabodu, C kuda enu agi irabodu. Basically there are 4 unknown values, hence it is known to be quadratic, and it is an equation, hence it is a quadratic equation. Okay, this is all the basics which you already know. And now coming back to the methods in order to solve the quadratic equation. Okay, and always remember guys, roots. Quadratic equation, roots means answer. X value what it can be, x value ಏನು ಬರಬಹುದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Solution ಅಥವಾ zeros ಅಂತಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, why the roots are known to be zeros? Roots are also known to be zeros and these are also known to be solutions. Okay, sorry guys. So nodi, ಈಗ roots, zeros and solutions, why are they known to be zeros? This is very important. See, important with respect to the idea. Zeros, because whenever an equation is given guys, whenever an equation is given, whenever you substitute the value of x, LHS should be equal to RHS. While as in case of quadratic equations, standardized format, right hand side is always 0. In case of an equation, right hand side is always taken to be 0 in a standard format. So here the value of x, whatever it might be, if you substitute, we should get the value to be 0. And as you already know, the maximum degree here of the variable is 2. Okay, hence there will be 2 answers, there will be 2 solutions, there will be 2 roots. Okay, so whether x might be positive or might be negative, anything, if you substitute those in the given equation, the answer will be 0. Okay, one value of x will be 0 and another value of x will also be 0. Logically I am speaking, just with respect to the reference. Quadratic equation alli x value enu barabodu. If I take in an example guys, x square plus of 3x plus of 2 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Okay, in order to solve this quadratic equation there are basically 3 methods or 4 methods, but normally speaking there are only 2 methods which we are going to follow. So here maximum power is 2, hence there will be 2 roots. In order to solve this is a product format. Okay, any quadratic equation, this constant is taken to be the product position and this middle term is taken to be the sum. Okay, so basically here we need up the product, so the factors will turn out to be 2 and 1, so plus 2 and plus 1. So on summing these up or on adding plus 2 and plus 1, it will be plus 3 and product will give to be 2. Okay, this we already know. So now what the question says is x value will be equal to minus 2. Okay, I hope you know this guys. Factors, whenever factors you obtain, you just change the sign of these factors. Okay, if it is plus, the answer will be minus, so it will be minus 2 and then it is plus here, so another answer will be minus 1. Okay, of course you have to divide that with the coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square is 1, so minus 2 divided by 1 will be 1, minus 1 divided by 1 will also be 1. Okay, so these are the roots here. Now minus 2, if you substitute it here, the answer should be 0. If you substitute this minus 2 here, you should get the answer to be 0 in case of quadratic equation. And even if you substitute minus 1 here in the position of x, ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಈ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತಹ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ 0 ಬರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲೈ? minus 2 on substitution it will give you the value 0 and minus 1 on substitution it will give you the value 0. Hence they are also known to be zeros. Roots, zeros and solutions anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Zeros edike because answers or solutions will turn out finally to be the 0. Okay, now coming back to the methods guys. Basically in order to deal up with the quadratic equations there are number of methods, but factorization is the first method which we already saw. Okay, you identify the factors and you just keep on solving them. So factorization method, that is the first method, and then it comes to the formula method. Okay, quadratic formula, I hope you already know that quadratic formula. Okay, sorry. So quadratic formula, and third method is known to be the multiplication or cross multiplication method. Cross multiplication method, and then there is another method which is also known to be the fastest method. Bare innondu method ide, we are not going to look at that. We are basically going to follow up with this method. So formula, you already know the formula of the quadratic equation. See the value of x guys. Okay, suppose if our quadratic equation is in this format, ax square plus bx plus of c is equal to 0, then the value of x will be given by minus b plus or minus root of b square minus of 4ac divided by 2. Okay, so one of the root here will be plus and another root will be minus. This you already know. Now coming back to the nature of the roots, it is very important that you understand why the nature of roots are divided. Okay, you can find those in number of textbooks. You can also find that data available on the internet, but you should understand that and that is what I am going to tell you. See here, first of all I will take alpha and beta to be the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, in a generalized form quadratic equation is written like this guys: x square minus of alpha plus of beta multiplied with x plus of alpha beta is equal to 0. Okay, this is generally the standardized factorized form of quadratic equation. How? Because in any given quadratic equation this constant is taken to be the product of the roots. Correct? product. Suppose we have an quadratic equation here, x square plus of 3x plus of okay, x square plus of 3x plus of 2 is equal to 0. Okay, suppose this is the quadratic equation. This should be what? This represents the product here. Okay, we have taken alpha and beta to be the roots. If alpha and beta are the solutions, zeros or answers, then on multiplying these we should get this value. Okay, and that is what we have written here, alpha beta. Please don't back this. This is on a logical basis. So alpha and beta is nothing but the product here. Fine. And then this is nothing but the sum. Here the product is 2, but what are the factors? Plus 2 and plus 1, right? So plus 2 and plus 1 will be plus 3, and this is what we have written here, sum, alpha plus of beta. We have taken minus sign because in order to equate this format, roots can also be negative, guys. Roots negative kuda barabahudu. So we are considering that negative format also. So this is the basic standardized format, and I hope that you are able to understand that. Now, in case of a formula, guys, see, this is the formula. Okay, I'll do one thing here. I'll take the value of b square minus of 4ac. Okay, out of this equation here, I am taking this value, b square minus of 4ac. Now, the value of b square minus of 4ac can be anything, right? It can vary from negative of infinity to positive of infinity. Nama b square minus 4ac value enidalri, minus infinity in the plus infinity varige yavude agi irabodu. It can be negative, it can be positive, it can be in between, anywhere. Okay, now I am going to divide this into 3 formats. I am going to take the middle point here, that is 0. Okay, and this represents the number line here. Okay, all the values to the right side of 0 are positive, all the values to the left side of 0 are negative on the basis of a number line system. You can represent anything here. Now with this you can also be able to understand real numbers and imaginary numbers. So what do you mean by real numbers? All the numbers which are on the right side of the 0 are known to be the real numbers. 0.1, 0.2, 5, 6, 10. Okay, they are all real because you can represent them on the positive side. And the numbers like minus 3, minus 2, minus 4, these are on the left hand side, and these are all the imaginary numbers. Okay, now what I am saying, b square minus of 4ac, this value, if it is 0, if the value of b square minus of 4ac is 0, then according to the equation here, the value of x will be what? Value of x will be minus b divided by 2a, okay, plus 0, root 0 will be 0, minus b plus 0 will be minus b upon 2a, and then minus b minus of 0, because there are 2 values here. This is a quadratic equation, it will have 2 answers. Okay, so another answer will be what? Another answer will also be minus b upon 2a, correct? So there are 2 roots here, both the roots are same when the value of b square minus 4ac is what? When it is 0. Okay, so I can say that whenever the value of b square minus of 4ac is 0, the roots are equal, correct? The roots are equal. This is very logical, guys. B square minus 4ac 0 iddare minus b upon 2a minus b upon 2a ಎರಡು roots same agene irtave. Okay, that is what I have written here. Now b square minus of 4ac it can be positive or it can be negative. If it is positive, see here, if b square minus of 4ac, if it is positive, one root will be what? Minus b plus some value here. Okay, I'll take that to be m. b square minus 4ac positive anta heli bandare namge root value kuda positive alline baruvudu. So I'll take the first root to be minus b plus m divided by 2a, and another will be minus b minus of m divided by 2a. Okay, where m is nothing but the value, guys. Root b square minus 4ac value idalri adu m anta heli tagoltideni. Okay na, when b square minus 4ac is positive. Okay, when it is positive, ನಮ್ಮ b square minus 4ac value positive side ಬಂದರೆ ಎರಡು ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ದ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೇಮ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ ಅ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ನೌ if the b square minus of 4ac value, if b square minus 4ac value is a negative, okay, if it is negative, then what will happen here? Then what will be the roots? If b square minus 4ac is negative, the first answer will be minus b plus of minus, okay, plus of minus. So one root will be what? Minus b minus m divided by 2a, okay, and then minus b minus of minus, this answer is minus here, okay, that will be what? That will be positive. So minus b plus m divided by 2a. Now this is only on the basis of assumption, okay, this is only on the basis of assumption. Why assuming? I'll tell you that. But basically, can you see b square minus 4ac, if it is 0, only then the roots are same, roots are equal. If b square minus 4ac, if it is positive or if it is negative, the roots will be what? Roots will be completely different, they are unequal. Okay now, so I can write down whenever b square minus of 4ac, the value of b square minus 4ac, if it is positive, if it is greater than 0, then roots are what? Roots are unequal. Okay now, and even if it is negative, if b square minus of 4ac is less than 0, even if it is in negative format, then also the roots are what? The roots are unequal. Okay now, but if the value of b square minus 4ac is negative, if it is negative, we cannot express the value of root of minus 25, correct? Negative. If b square minus 4ac is negative, suppose it is minus 25, then we cannot write down the value of root of minus 25. Why? Because here 5 multiplied with 5, that will be 25. Okay, so root of 25, we can say the value is 5. But if you take in minus 5 and minus 5, the value will be what? It will be positive 25. Correct? Root stands for the simplified version. Root andre ee namma eradu elements anna ಏನು multiply ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಲ್ರಿ ಅದರದ್ದು simplified version ಇದು, correct? But as we can see here, when we multiply two numbers of same form in the negative format, minus 5 and minus 5, the answer we are getting is positive. Okay, so negative of the root, it is just imaginary, we cannot practically bring it up, practically implement adu ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Hence guys, whenever the value of b square minus of 4ac is taken to be negative, the values will be completely on the left hand side, that is on the negative side of the number line. Okay, hence the roots, they are already unequal and hence they are also known to be imaginary. Okay, they are known to be imaginary. And whenever b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, the value will be on the positive sides, roots already are unequal and they will also be real. Okay, unequal and real. So in this case here, whenever it comes to quadratic equation, nature of roots alpha and beta values are defined by what? B square minus of 4ac. ಈ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತಹ equation ಅಲ್ಲಿ, in this given equation, the root are defined on the basis of b square minus 4ac. If b square minus 4ac is 0, then the roots will be same, they will be equal. If it is positive, then the roots will be unequal, different, but they will be what? They will be real. And if it is negative, then too the roots will be unequal, but they will be what? They will be imaginary. Okay, hence b square minus 4ac, which is being used to determine the nature of the roots, it is known to be the discriminant. Okay na, idikke ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವ್ರಿ? Discriminant ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, delta is equal to b square minus of 4ac. This is known to be what? Discriminant, because this determines the value of the this determines the nature of the roots. Okay, hence it is known to be discriminant. If b square minus of 4ac is equal to 0, the roots are what? They are they are equal, right? The roots are equal. And then if b square minus of 4ac is less than 0, roots are unequal and they will be what? They will be imaginary, because negative format we can only imagine them. And then if b square minus of 4ac is greater than 0, then too the roots are unequal but they will be real. Okay, positive format alli bartave, real form alli bartave, bere beredagi irtave roots. Okay na, hence these are the important values here. So the roots are unequal and real. Real and distinct, it is also known. Distinct means different, guys. Unequal, that is what different means. Distinct, unequal, distinct, different, bere beredagi anta heli artha. Okay, so this is why the reason of discriminant, the reason of b square minus 4ac is taken to be the determinant or the discriminant. Okay now, because it is being used to determine the nature of the roots. Okay, so this is all about the basics, guys. This is nothing new, you already know that, but this point is very important. Many among you by heart this b square minus 4ac, if it is 0 then equal, if it is less imaginary and positive and third. Please don't by heart that, you have to understand. Okay now, so any doubts with respect to this, guys, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, and do like the video, guys, if you are able to understand, and please let us know in the comment section if you have any difficulties. And with respect to that comment that one of the students gave, trigonometry, definitely sir will be trying to explain it to you with ease. Trigonometry is not at all complicated once you get the hold of the subject, once you understand that. Okay, or else it will be quite in a complicated manner. So that is why we'll be dealing with that each and every topic in a well defined and an easy manner. So if you are unable to understand the methods, we are going to change out the methods. No sir, all the methods are right. You are not working out for us. If that is the reason, we are going to change myself also. Okay, we'll get in a new teacher, guys, if you are unable to understand. Okay, so not at all an issue. So Lakshmi Gopale, good information, thank you sir. Yes sir, thank you ma'am, thank you. Okay, so that will be it for today, guys. This is just the basics, and definitely once the batch course starts up, we are going to deal up with quadratic equations in much a different format. So there is another method, a cross multiplication method, which you can use in order to find out the the roots of the solution. And then once again there is another method which is also known to be the fastest method. There is a Japanese or a Chinese scientist mathematician who actually has developed it, but nonetheless we are not going to look at that. Factorization and the formula method, that is more than enough in order to clear the PGCET examination with more ease and with a good rank. Okay, so thank you once again, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you Lakshmi, thank you Havyas. Havyas, so please give more examples related to formulas. Definitely Havyas, we are going to give up a number of examples. Like I told you, these are some of the classes that we are conducting on YouTube, just to let you know the kind of services that we are going to provide you. Okay, so once the batch course starts up, guys, we are going to consider all the examples, a number of questions in detail. Okay, so thank you guys, thank you Lakshmi Gopal, and thank you all my friends who have been watching me live, who will be watching me later on a recorded format. Be seeing you again, guys, in the next class. And before that, guys, do join our Telegram channel, do join up the WhatsApp channel, and download the Rio Academy app, guys. All the classes will be conducted on app itself, definitely in a recorded format, and a number of MTPs, RTPs, those are all the basic information that we will be carrying out furthermore. Okay, so be seeing you again in the next class, guys. Until then, take care, have a great time, guys. Okay, so bye, guys.